So hard to concentrate and maintain schedules when interruptions constantly occur. Don't they know the great gear never pauses in its rotations? So that was you up there. I appreciate the assistance. Daedric entities can be very unpredictable. Logic has very little place in the behavior of Daedra, my hopeful associate. Studying the fabric of reality does tend to attract unwanted attention, but these creatures appeared just before you entered my tower. I wonder, why have you returned? Ah, a modification of my master's old experiments, turning a simple tool into a dangerous weapon. Ingenious! Evil, yes, but also quite brilliant. A tonal inverter should counter it. Uses sound waves to temporarily disrupt the flow of energy. No, of course not. I just invented it. I need proper components to build such a device. My hirelings scour the land for materials all the time. Here's a list. Head out the back door and ask them to direct you to these common dwarven components. Hirelings? Yes, they worked for me, before they quit, ungrateful netches. Still, I paid them well before the pistons slipped their alignments. They should know where to find the components. Last I heard, Snorfen and the others were in Molagmar. The situation is wound dangerously tight, but I believe the gears revolve around you. Once you leave, I should be perfectly safe. Or at least as safe as I ever am in the midst of all these experiments. You, however, stay vigilant, my friend. I could, but I won't pour 5-year-old Flynn into a cracked decanter. No offense. Suffice it to say, they're fairly common as far as Dwemer components go. Use the list and talk to my former hirelings. I'll build the device.
Oh, maybe your small mind can understand me. Fine. Now get your stink away from me.
I'm a man of patience, but even I have limits. I haven't started my study of the Radas ancestral tomb, and I've been here an entire week. The only common ground I have with these miners is a tolerance for dust and darkness. I'm gathering research for librarian Braden. He has a very ambitious project underway, so this assignment is the definition of prestigious. If you'd like to know more about his grand project, you should visit the library in Vivec City.
If you're another pilgrim looking for charity, I suggest you move along. I have neither the time to waste nor the gold to spare. I'm currently between employment, and my own funds have become dangerously depleted. Let me see that. What's that crazy mage need this time? I suppose you could find a manual clockwork shaft in the Nichuleft ruins. But I'd avoid that place if I were you. If the roof doesn't collapse, the constructs will rip you apart. If you insist. Deep in the ruins churns a big machine. When I was there, it sputtered and vibrated, collapsing parts of the ceiling. Lava and rock fell everywhere. You need to get past that and some nasty constructs to retrieve the item. That mage is a menace. Oh, he always paid well, but the places he asked me to go, each was more dangerous than the last. And if I had to hear about the Great Gear one more time... For my own health and sanity, I had to break ties with Barrelzar.
I heard that nomadic Ashlanders travel nearby, but when I expressed interest in observing their movements, the captain of the buoyant armigers nearly tethered me to a post. Very vexing. I hatched with something of a wanderlust, so the journeys of man, mer, and beast are all currents that tug at me. I came to Molag Mar to follow the pilgrim's path, to learn all I could about how it shapes those who walk it, and the path itself. The journeys tend to get off to rocky starts. Between the pilgrims disappearing and the mine being closed down, we are huddled inside the walls of the canton like the shells of our birth, aching to stretch our legs.
What do you want?
You are based on meat. Don't let the sophists fool you. Fear not upon the...
If the mountain starts to rumble, that just means old Lorcan ate an under-roasted piece of boar. Little shake works out the kinks of the lower intestine, or so I heard.
have laws, but only if they're written. The wise can write them.
If you're passing through, pay attention. I'll say this once. Pilgrims who ignore my warning vanish from the roads by morning. Whether you're from near or far, best keep your arse at Molag Mar. I find it best to put official notice in verse. Helps people remember, and reminds them buoyant armigers aren't ordinators. Nobody wants to talk to them, even other ordinators. Now, if I could get someone to tell me who's attacking these pilgrims. If you're offering. I suspect Ashlanders are behind the disappearances, but I don't have the numbers to chase them off. If you can sneak into their camp near Molag Mar and find me proof of their involvement, I could finally get some reinforcements. Avoid killing the Ashlanders unless they give you no choice. I don't need you starting a blood feud with my forces split. Now, I must be off to hold the heroic line at a deeply fishy mine. Such is the life of a buoyant armiger. As a rule, they don't like us. So when our people start disappearing, not long after an Ashlander tribe set up camp near Molag Mar, I wager it's more than a coincidence. Just a dreg infestation. We have them contained. They're an untimely distraction, but nothing we can't handle. Once the dreg finish mating, we'll clear them out while they're still sluggish. Shouldn't be more than a week. Vivec's finest, fleet and fit, besting heretic by sword, an ordinator by wit, sworn to live a life of noble grace, except to laugh in danger's face. And sometimes we quamma wrangle groups of pilgrims. Warrior poets are quite versatile.
What is it?
I feel like such a puny snowback, hiding here in Molag Mar. But you don't want to hear about my troubles. What can this broken Nord do for you? Berylzar. He's the reason I'm a shattered man, doomed to become a cowering sheep like the rest of these pilgrims. All right, let me see that. Arkanthung Stordoms. You can find a Sonance generator there, after you deal with the steam trap. The cursed contraption. I almost had it figured out when a ghost floated up to me. No problem, I think, but then it enters a Centurion. Ghost machines. No sane Nord can fight ghost machines. I dropped my notes and ran as fast as I could. Not just ghosts that possess dwarven machines. I'm through working for that crazy old mage and his clockwork monstrosities. But if you want to get past the steam trap, find my notes and follow the directions.
find a way to make them pay for what they did to my brother. I swear it on the tribunal and any Daedra willing enough to listen. What do you want? Can't you leave a person to her anger and her grief? He did he? Let me see that list. Well, the crazy old maid always said there were no coincidences. The inversion conduit. I saw one in Galome Deus, right before I barely escaped from those damned vampires. Eager to become cattle for the bloodsuckers? The Burn clan killed my brother. Damn their eyes! The item you seek was in the manufactory, but you'll need a control rod to get a dwarven spider to unlock it for you. Because the mage wanted to send me to the far side of Vanderfell, and I need to remain here. I'm not going anywhere until I make the Burn clan pay for what it did to my brother. If you can kill some of the bastards, that'll be a start.
You probably wouldn't guess it, but I'm a native. Vanderfell, born and raised. My parents came here for a visit and decided to stay, so here I am. And I really enjoy helping the pilgrims in any way I can.
Well?
You should have left when you had the chance. Guards!
Caught in the act! You have much to answer for! You invade our camp, assault my kin, desecrate our sacred rites. No outlander would do these things. Lies upon lies! Does it give them pleasure to invent reasons to bring us harm? If they seek our deaths, they should just come for them! These ploys and ambushes are the acts of cowards! 4 have vanished since we arrived to find your armigers building their garish shrine over our ancestral lands. Made prisoners of the false gods, or struck down by the likes of you, no doubt. Your reasons mean nothing to me. I would kill you if I did not think it would give the slaves of the false gods another excuse to do harm. What proof do you need? What will make them leave us be? Your pilgrims are not here. They litter the wild with their weakness. A beast's meal, nothing more. See for yourself. You will find what's left of their camps here, where I have marked your map. I will seek my own answers. When you have seen what I have seen, meet me at the Helan ancestral tomb. My kin remain missing. I will find them regardless of whether you speak truth or lies. The burial ground has been disturbed recently. Once you see that we are innocent, we will learn if the truth lies with the dead. Save your words. I will not forgive you, but I will forget this grudge if you put an end to the violation of our tribe. You have investigated the camps. Do you still believe we are to blame? Work of carrion animals, I thought. Now I'm not so sure. When I found the bloody tracks leading to this tomb, I heard wailing within. If one of your pilgrims disturbed the ancestor spirits, perhaps it is their wrath we have witnessed. I will not invade an ancestor tomb. No Ashlander would be welcome in such a place. They are as unclean and treacherous as the three. You may test if the trespass of Outlander feet is of less offense, but I will remain here.
Don't hurt me, please! You weren't followed, were you? The ruddy man hunts us. It lives again. It attacked our camp last night, tore poor Ilva's head off, right in front of me. I ran as fast as I could, and I hid in here. The spawn of Vivec and Molag Bal? The dread hunter wearing the ancient carapace? Have you read nothing of the sermons? It devoured all it saw until Vivec cast it down, twice over. But it lives again, you have to believe me. I know. When I saw it, I ran and never looked back. Wait, it lunged from the rocks above. The glass mine! We were near the glass mine when it descended on us. Watch for traps. I hoped they'd kill it, not us. sky again. Thank the three. Thank you! Ah, an Ashlander! Run, friend! I'm sorry.
In hindsight, the wailing was too pathetic to have been the angry dead. What did your sniveling pilgrim have to say for himself? Only a fool would believe that. The mad gibberings of a scared scrib. We cannot go chasing myths. Did the weakling provide us nothing of value? What you call glass mine, we know as an ancient Dreg spawning grounds. The slaves of the false gods have disturbed these beasts. Now we all pay the price. Then we will see where this path takes us. The tracks that brought me here will surely lead us to our quarry. glass mine is not far. Lead on. There are many tracks here. Look, above! Why does it hesitate? Do we scare you, ruddy man? It flees! It wants no part of prey that can wound it. Was that the creature the pilgrims fear? This ruddy man of legend? It is skulking vermin inflated by the lies of a false god, nothing more. Dreg are not usually cunning, this much is true. Now that it knows we hunt it, this creature may wait us out in its lair. They will not trust the word of an Ashlander, and we know the creature easily eludes them. You must hunt it. You must kill it. Who else, Outlander? The slaves of the false gods will never allow me to trespass their domain, and the task is beyond them. This falls to you. If this creature is of the Dreg, it may share their weaknesses. I will consult our wise women. They may know something that will aid you in this hunt. Convince the pawns of the three of what you have found. I will meet you at the mine's entrance. It is an invention of the three, a fable of great deeds to serve the vanity of a false god. To see it is to know they speak no truths.
That looks to be the last of them. For now. I was beginning to think the Ashlanders got you as well. Were you able to find evidence that they've been preying on the pilgrims? I can't spare a moment from these Dreg as it is. Is that your idea of a sick joke? We have more sense of humor than the Ordinators, Outlander, but blasphemy is a line you best not cross. The Ruddy Man is an evil dealt with long ago, by Vivec himself. Where did you even get such an idea? One of gods. That's a smell for the ages. So this is what became of Sidra. I hope she gave a good account of herself. Suppose I entertain this theory. What am I supposed to tell the temple? Send Lord Vivec? Then understand this. Whatever you find down there, it isn't the Ruddy Man. Vivec killed the Ruddy Man. There are still miners unaccounted for. Do what you can for anyone still alive down there. Vivec guide you to great glories. What now? An Ashlander? Keep your distance, understand?
Peace, Armigers. I must speak with the Outlander, that is all.
If you wish to hear him out, I'll permit it. But don't let your
The
guards-
wise women cannot say if your quarry is what you think, but they have shared their knowledge of Dreg with me. They offer a mixture to lure the creature out. Spill this in the Ruddy Man's den, and it will show itself. It works on the Dreg, that is all I can say. Be wary in its lair. If that thing took my kin, then it is more dangerous than it leads on. You have proven yourself capable for an Outlander. Avenge our lost warriors. Trust the wise women's mixture. Dreg crave a dark, dank place from which to snatch unsuspecting prey. Drive them from this safety, and they are no danger to skilled warriors.
like the three. I thought these wretched creatures would devour me.
I'm alive. I'm alive. Thank you.
Free? You have my thanks, Outlander. That's it then? You've dealt with whatever was attacking our pilgrims? When I accepted your offer of assistance, I didn't expect you to be this thorough. Your bravery in descending into that dreg-infested mine alone and slaying whatever it was that was killing the pilgrims is commendable. The ruddy man from the sermons took the act of a god to fell, so forgive me if I don't seem convinced your beast was him. No one knows where the original carapace came from. Perhaps there were other, lesser objects cut from the same cloth. Not a pleasing thought, but it's an explanation I can accept. We can only hope the world never sees the like of the true Ruddy Man again. It's gone for now, and we've avoided a feud with the Ashlanders. So let's try to look on the bright side.
Your stench is proof enough of your deeds. Was this ruddy man a worthy foe? You have my respect, Outlander. Our fallen warriors are avenged. Tell your armigers that we will soon depart. May we never cross paths again. Home. The ritual of sacrifice is almost complete, and the Daedra lords you so foolishly ignore will, we hope, spare us their wrath for another decade. We will hope they turn their dire gaze upon Molag Mar before we return again.
spider won't give me its treasure, dear brother.
Allow me, my sister. This should open a miserable construct like a ripe fruit.
Free at last.
Thought I'd never escape.
that no woman would have believed.
For the 80th time, help is on the way. I've received assurances from House Redoran. They will handle this trouble in the mine. You need only be patient.
Patient? The foreman just dragged another egg hen out of the mine and
I presume you've come here seeking work? I'm afraid the mine may be closed for some time yet. Not too long, of course. Anyway, feel free to stay as long as your coin purse allows. Our innkeeper will no doubt appreciate the business. Some of our egg hens have fallen ill. We've elected to keep them in the mines until we find the source of the sickness. Just a precaution, mind you. Surveyors from House Redoran should be arriving any minute to, survey. Trapped? No, don't be absurd. It's not as if they're itching to leave. Look, House Redoran will sort this out. Speak to Foreman Lothdar if you have other questions. He's just over there, by the mine entrance. I have other matters to attend to.
Can't you hear it? The song, it's all wrong. We have to fix it.
Bah, fresh air's not going to do the trick, boss. Whatever's down there has...
Well, it's about damn time. You daffy House Redoran types have... Wait, you're not House Redoran? Should have known better. You'd best move on, stranger. This mine's cursed. It'll snatch you up just like poor Thogbruth if you aren't careful. Sorry for growling and moping. We've just been waiting for these damned Redoran surveyors so long. Kind of lost hope, you know? My egg hands are in buckets of trouble. Some strange noise is turning their brains to pudding, driving the Kwama mad too. It's put a hex on them. They won't budge. They just pace and hum and blubber like idiots. Practically had to beat Thogbruth senseless to drag them out here. Ugh, something in that noise, that song. It's got them by the beards and won't let go. Mara's mercy. Thank you, friend. I'm supposed to wait until the Redoran surveyors show up, but to Sovngarde with that. I want my people home safe. Do what you need to do, but don't stay in there long. I don't want that song to claim you too. Well, it's barely a song, it's just a mash of notes, you know? It crawls up behind your eyeballs and makes you dizzy, paranoid. I've been working in these mines for years, and I've never heard the like. Might have something to do with all the quakes. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but Red Mountain's been pretty ornery lately. We've been dealing with minor cave-ins for weeks. Could be that one of those tremors uncovered something it shouldn't have.
calling! You hear it, don't you? I can see it behind your eyes. Swimming in there. Can you see the melody? The harmony? A song. The song. Do you see how it shimmers? Do you see its tones, its colors? It should help make things clear, make things whole, but it doesn't. It doesn't. It has to be... Open your ears. You have to find it, the melody. It's shattered and hidden, you see? Tucked away in the noise, but it's there. It has to be. It has to be.
It's not time yet. What are you? No! I can't leave. Not yet. I tried to follow the foreman. I did. But it won't let me. Not until everything is as it should be. Not until everything is perfect. Yes! Yes! The song! You've heard it. I can tell. It should be quiet. It isn't ready. It isn't perfect. But someone interfered. The ground shook and... Oh, the meddling! They broke it! They ruined it! Yes, yes, but not one of us. No, it's a tinkerer, a meddler, poking around and breaking things, soiling them. He has to be punished. Yes, the song has to be pure, has to be perfect. If not, the consequences... Oh.
Dead and gone just like the rest. The song made it happen. Made them do it. Quama, Breton, Queen, Egg Hand, all the same. All just meat. They killed her. Killed their own queen. Breton, Queen, Egg Hand, all the same. All just meat. It's spun out of control. Can't you feel it? It echoes and grows. Echoes and grows. Soon it'll be too loud for the mind to contain. Everyone will hear it. Everyone. Has to be fixed. Has to be perfect.
really thought I had it that time. Curse you, you buzzing hunk of junk! This is spite, isn't it? I'm sorry I broke you, alright? Oh, I should never have touched this damn thing, stupid Revis. Ah, gracious! You nearly gave me a heart attack. You're a Redoran enforcer, are you? Look, I'm near to fixing this thing, I promise. Wait, how are you not a mumbling imbecile? Don't bother answering. I can't hear a thing. Ears are plugged, see? Civilized? Oh dear, you're just as mad as the others, aren't you? Look, try to focus. This resonator is broken. I need to set these dials to the correct sequence, but I can't hear the tones. Are you aware of any sequence it could be set to? Just nod. Well, that's disappointing. But random tinkering is the mother of invention, right? I need you to turn the dials until you think they're in the right position. Then pull that lever. Anything you might have heard or seen could help. I believe in you. Something's happening. I think you got it. Yes, that's it. It's working. I hope.
What happened? Come on, let's get out of here.
Ha! See? Everything worked out. I have a small camp set outside of this room. We can talk there. The hero of the hour. You have my deepest thanks and most heartfelt compliments. The fact that you fixed it in your clearly addled condition. Exemplary work. Just exemplary. Seems like it's quieted down. I do hope it stays that way. I can offer little more than a guess. When you corrected the melody, the resonator returned to a dormant state. Some kind of slumbering function to conserve energy, maybe. What matters is that it's quieted down. Thank goodness. Oh dear, I hope so. Their exposure was fairly limited. If they had remained for another day, though, difficult to say. Please, let the foreman know how truly sorry I am. If there's anything I can do to help, feel free to call on me at my tower. I do wish I could have done a more thorough study of the resonator. What do you think they would do with such a device? Enslavement, perhaps? No, not enslavement. Oh, that's too obvious. Please, after all you've done, I'd say you're entitled to ask me several somethings. A dwarven resonator, a tonal amplification device meant to alter thought patterns. That's my hypothesis, anyway. The tones clearly have a powerful effect on the brain. To the dwarves, though, it might have sounded like a lovely song and nothing more. Well, not slavery in the conventional sense. The tone wouldn't compel the listeners to work so much as it would make working a source of profound pleasure. So the workers would be eager to work, you see? They might have even paid for the privilege. Well, again, slavery is a clumsy description. It's more like a transaction. Labor in exchange for brief, pleasurable sensations. Much like the skooma trade. I guess that's not much better than slavery, is it? Of course, this is all just conjecture. I hail from House Telvanni, a house obsessed with magical antiquity. We suffer from a peculiar need to tinker with, well, everything. I won't make excuses. I knew there were risks, but honestly had no idea that the miners would be exposed. Of course not. I've spent years surveying this ruin. I took so many precautions. Unfortunately, when I engaged the resonator, there were a number of minor tremors. They breached the wall between the ruin and the mine. The rest is tragic history. Yes, several days in fact. I erected a series of oral wards to protect myself from the resonator's effects, but I could tell I was slipping. Another few days and I'd have been as mad as those egg hands. I had to get creative. Yes, the wondrous power of Kwama wax. Given a few minutes of heat exposure, it hardens and expands. Great for plugging leaks, mending furniture, and protecting you from ancient dwarven brain scramblers. First-rate stuff. I hail from House Telvanni.
You did it! My egg hands started stumbling out of the mine a few minutes ago. They've got some bumps and scrapes and more than a few headaches, but otherwise no worse for the wear. What happened down there? A dwarven what? How did... I've worked those mines for years and I've never seen a scrap of dwarf mischief. Where is this snow-backed dark elf? It was that Telvanni skeever Revis, wasn't it? Huh. More Telvanni trickery. And to think I'd almost warmed to that little dolt. Ugh. Enough grumbling. I'm just grateful that my people are alive and safe. It's only because of you, friend. I'll raise a bottle of mead to you every night from now until world's end. Please, take this. You've more than earned it for what you've done. With a couple of days' rest and a few stiff drinks, we'll be up and running again. I guess I should go check on the Queen at some point. She's probably a nervous wreck. Always been a little skittish, that one. What? No, that can't be. The Queen's the heart of the mine. We mine eggs for Mara's sake. Can't very well run an egg mine without eggs, can you? I'm sorry. It's been a rough few days. It was that damned dwarf magic, wasn't it? Revis, I want you to find that scrawny little wizard and tell him the bills come due. He wants to help? Well, now's the hawking time. If he doesn't fix this, we'll sick the Redarin on him. He doesn't want that, believe me. Revis lives just north of here. You'll see a tangle of old rope bridges and rocks. Kine only knows what that wizard does out there. Make sure you really lay into him, huh? I'd do it myself, but I've got to take care of this lot. Of course not. Too busy praying and hollowing out bugs, no doubt. But make no mistake. If they find out a Telvanni mage has been poking around in their territory, they'll come down on this place like a Dawnstar gale. That's a question for Revis. Frankly, I don't give a damn how he fixes it. He just needs to fix it. Tell him to use some of that Telvanni magic to conjure up a queen or something. Wait, that's a terrible idea. It'll probably end up eating us. Then it'll fall to the houses to sort this mess out. Of course, they'll probably be too busy posturing and politicking to help us. It'll be the egg hands that suffer most. You can count on that.
I knew that Telvanni would betray us eventually. We should have cast him out years ago.